A heart aflame, Aha's unspoken longing. Aha was lost in a world only her heart knew, a world painted in hues of Arjun. His laughter echoed in her ears, a melody she yearned to hear. His smile, a radiant sun, warmed the corners of her soul. She loved him, oh how she loved him. Every sunrise brought a fresh wave of longing. Every stolen glance at Arjun sent shivers down her spine. He was her first thought in the morning and the last whisper on her lips at night. His presence filled her with a joy so profound it bordered on pain, but alas, her love was a solitary bloom in the garden of her heart. Arjun remained blissfully unaware, lost in his own world, a world that, as far as Aha could tell, did not include her. Still, Aha held on to hope, hope that one day he would see the depth of her affection, hope that one day her love would be enough to awaken a reciprocal flame in his heart. Arjun's shadow living a life half-lived. Aha found herself drawn to places Arjun frequented. The park where he played his guitar, the library where he lost himself in books, the cafe where he enjoyed his evening coffee. She became a shadow, always present, always yearning, yet always at a distance. Her friends noticed. They saw the way her eyes lit up at the mere mention of his name, the way her laughter sounded hollow when he was absent. They worried for her, for the unrequited love that threatened to consume her whole. Aha, her friend Maya would say, her brow creased with concern. Don't you see? He doesn't look at you the way you look at him. But Aha, lost in her world of unspoken longing, refused to see. She clung to the belief that one day Arjun would awaken to the love that bloomed so fiercely within her. Karna, the constant companion, the silent admirer. Through it all, Karna remained a steadfast presence in Aha's life. He was her confidant, her shoulder to cry on, her ever-present source of strength and support. He listened patiently as she poured her heart out, her voice thick with unshed tears about Arjun. Unbeknownst to Aha, Karna harbored a secret of his own. He loved her laughter, her spirit, the way her eyes sparkled with an inner light that outshone the sun. He loved her with a depth and intensity that mirrored her own feelings for Arjun. But Karna knew his place. He understood the unspoken boundaries of their friendship. He was her rock, her confidant, not her lover, and so he kept his feelings hidden, locked away in the deepest chambers of his heart. A love concealed Karna's sacrifice for Aha's happiness. It was a constant torment for Karna to see the woman he loved pining for another, to hear her voice tremble with unrequited affection while his own heart ached with unspoken love. Yet he never faltered in his support. He put her happiness above his own, choosing to be her friend, her confidant, rather than risk losing her altogether. He would rather see her smile, even if the reason for that smile wasn't him. "He'll come around," Karna would say, forcing a smile on his face, even as his heart shattered a little more with each word. "He just needs time to realize what an amazing woman you are." Deep down, Karna knew the truth. He knew that Arjun, oblivious to Aha's affections, might never reciprocate her feelings, but he clung to the hope that one day Aha would see him, not as a substitute, but as a man worthy of her love. Section 5. Unmasking the Heart. A confession under the starlit sky. One cool evening, as Aha and Karna sat beneath a canopy of stars, Karna decided he could no longer bear the weight of his secret. Aha was recounting, with a familiar ache in her voice, a recent encounter with Arjun. "He barely even noticed me," she sighed, her voice barely a whisper. "It's like I'm invisible to him." Karna's heart clenched. He couldn't bear to see her hurting anymore. Taking a deep breath, he turned to her, his gaze steady and filled with an emotion she had never seen before. "Aha," he began, his voice husky with emotion, "I can't keep it in any longer. I love you. I have for a long time." Section 6. A Heart Awakened. Aha's world tilts on its axis. Aha's world seemed to tilt on its axis. Karna's words, spoken with such raw honesty, hung in the air between them. She stared at him, her mind struggling to process this unexpected revelation. This was Karna, her best friend, her confidant, the one person who had been her constant through the tumultuous storm of her feelings for Arjun, and he loved her. A wave of emotions washed over her, surprise, confusion, and a strange, unfamiliar warmth that spread through her chest. She had been so focused on Arjun. She had failed to see the depth of Karna's feelings, the silent devotion that had always surrounded her like a protective shield. Section 7. Through the Lens of Time. seeing Kana anew. In the days that followed, Aha found herself seeing Kana in a new light. His kindness, which she had always taken for granted, now shone with a brilliance that took her breath away. His unwavering support, his patience, his genuine concern for her well-being, all pointed to a heart overflowing with love. She began to notice things she had overlooked before. The way his eyes crinkled when he smiled, the way he always knew how to make her laugh, the way his mere presence filled her with a sense of peace and belonging. And as she spent more time with him, she realized that her feelings for Arjun, while intense, had always been rooted in a fantasy, a projection of her own desires. Kana, on the other hand, was real, his love genuine, his devotion unwavering. Section 8. Finding solace in shared truths, a love story begins. It wasn't a sudden dramatic shift. Aha's feelings for Kana grew slowly, steadily, like a delicate flower blossoming under the warmth of the sun. She began to appreciate his humor, his intelligence, his kind heart. She realized that the love she'd been searching for, the love she thought she would only find with Arjun, had been right there beside her all along. And so, under the same sky that had witnessed Kana's heartfelt confession, Aha confessed her own feelings. It wasn't a love born out of a desperate longing for another, but a love that bloomed from a place of deep understanding, mutual respect, and shared truths. Their love story wasn't a fairy tale, but a testament to the enduring power of friendship, loyalty, and the courage to open one's heart to the possibility of finding love in the most unexpected of places.